NBC Justice correspondent Pete Williams is over at the Supreme Court, where Justice Kavanaugh will begin hearing cases tomorrow. Pete, good morning. And I mean, coming through this confirmation battle, it's probably never pleasant, but this one was so emotional. And, you know, the Supreme Court is kind of a mysterious place to most of us. How do you think he'll be received when he shows up for work tomorrow?
You know, they'll all pull together. The justices have long been concerned that this court could be perceived as just a political institution, but that has more to do with their concern about the confirmation process. The justices know him. He's been a judge on a court just a couple of blocks away. Many of his clerks have come up here and clerked. They worked with him. And here's the fact. It takes 5 votes to prevail on a Supreme Court case, so every justice is a potential ally. They're going to pull together, witness the fact that some of the liberals were at his swearing in on Sunday, or on Saturday, that were in town.
Well, Pete, he's replacing what has long been thought to be a swing vote on the Supreme Court. So how do you think that's going to affect the balance?
Well, any nominee by Donald Trump who replaced Anthony Kennedy would move the court to the right, because Kennedy, especially in his later years, sometimes voted with the liberals in some landmark cases. So Kavanaugh's influence will be felt in 2 ways. Now, we don't have a lot of hot-button cases in this term, but in future years, he'll vote with the conservatives on issues like abortion, affirmative action, presidential power, and the limit of money in politics. But there's a second way that he'll be influential on the court. There are some issues that, because the justices didn't know where Anthony Kennedy was going to come out, they were reluctant to take cases if they didn't know how he was going to vote. Now that they're pretty sure that Brett Kavanaugh will be a dependable conservative vote, they may now take up issues that the court has shied away from in the past, issues like gun control.